Here's the answers to Wednesday night's homework on radicals in preparation for the test tomorrow. These were just the random questions that I assigned from the sheet 11-2. Here's question 1. So first of all, we're just adding both root 7s. We're combining them. It's just, 3 plus 5 root 7, which is just 8 root 7. 3 root 7s plus 5 root 7s gives us 8 root 7. Okay, same thing here. 10 root 4 minus root 4 will realistically give us 9 root 4. Root 4 simplifies to 2. 9 times 2 is 18. Here's a distribution question. So we're going to distribute the 4 root 2 inside the parentheses. So we're going to end up with 4 root 2 times 2 plus 4 root 2 times 2 root 3. 4 times 2 is 8 root 2 plus 4 times 2 is 8. Root 2 times root 3 is root 6. Root 6. We can't simplify anymore, so our final answer is 8 root 2 plus 8 root 6. Question 6. Simple distribution in this case. We're going to distribute root 2 to 2 root 3, and then we're going to distribute root 2 to negative 4 root 2. 2 comes down. Root 2 times root 3 is root 6. And root 2 times 4 root 2 is going to give us negative 4. Root 2 times root 2 is root 4. Root 4 is 2. 2 root 6 minus 4 times 2 is 8. Next question, simple distribution. Same again. Root 3 times root 6 minus root 3 times root 12. Root 3 times root 6 is root 18, which can simplify root 9 root 2 to 3 root 2. And this is root 36, which is just 6. Okay, I'm going to simplify before I do these because I know they both simplify. So root 18 goes to root 9 root 2, which is 3 root 2. And I'm going to subtract root 50, which breaks down to root 25 root 2, which is 5 root 2. 3 root 2 take 5 root 2 is negative 2 root 2. Here's an example, number 11, where I have to simplify the root 8 first. So we've got 4 root 2 plus 2. Root 8 simplifies to root 4 and root 2, which is 2 root 2. 2 times 2 is 4, so we've got 4 root 2. Add 4 root 2 gives us 8 root 2. Simple distribution, number 16. Root 6 times 7 is 7 root 6. And root 6 times 3 root 2, root 6 times 3 root 3 gives us 3 root 18. Root 18 simplifies to root 9 root 2, which is 3 root 2. Multiplied by the 3 is 9 root 2. Let's bring this down. 7 root 6. Add 9 root 2. Number 19, we need to simplify the root 12. So that goes to root 4 root 3, which is 2 root 3. 19 root 3, add 2 root 3 gives us 21 root 3. Number 20, we need to simplify root 40. So 13 times root 4 times root 10 plus 6 root 10. Root 4 is 2, so that's 26 root 10. Add 6 root 10 gives us 32 root 10. Okay, a little bit more complicated because we've got a slightly more difficult radical expression to distribute this time. So, still the same process. 3 root 3 times root 6 gives us negative 3 root 18. Root 18 splits down to root 9 root 2, which is 3 root 2, times negative 3 gives us negative 9 root 2. Negative 3 root 3 multiplied by root 3 gives us negative 3 times root 9, Root 9 is 3, which is negative 9. Our final answer is negative 9 root 2 minus 9. Exactly the same thing again. 3 root 6 multiplied by 2 root 3 gives us 6 root 18. Root 18 goes down to 3 root 2. We just did it for the previous question. 3 root 2 times 6 is 18 root 2. 3 root 6 times root 6 gives us 3 times 6, which is 18. So our final answer is 18 root 2 plus 18. Okay, here are 3 questions where we have to multiply by its conjugate. So I'm going to multiply this one. I'm going to multiply by root 2, add root 3. The denominator multiplies out to 2 minus 3 using difference of squares, perfect squares. And the top is just 1 multiplied by root 2, root 3, which is just root 2 plus root 3. That gives us root 2 plus root 3 over negative 1, which is just negative root 2 plus root 3. Doesn't matter which way you write that. Now we're going to multiply by the conjugate again, which is root 7 plus root 3 divided by root 7 plus root 3. The denominators multiply to give 7 minus 3, and we've got 5 root 7 plus root 3. 7 minus 3 is 4, so we've got 5 root 7 plus 5 root 3 over 4. Same again, numbers 39, root 5 minus 5, oops, that should be a 5, root 5 minus 5. This simplifies to root 5 squared is 5 minus root 5 squared, which is 25. That gives us negative 20 underneath. 3 times root 5 minus 5. Negative 20 is our denominator. 3 can't cancel anything in the negative 20, so we've got 3 root 5 minus 3 times 5, which is 15. Okay. Questions 40. Here we go. It's a perfect square example. So it's quicker when we use perfect squares. It's quicker to just use the simplified version, which is the first term squared, add or subtract in this case, number 40, first times second doubled, and then we add the last term squared. So first term squared, root 6 squared is 6. First times second, that means root 6 times negative root 3 doubled is negative 6 root 6. Last term squared is 9. Okay, 6 and 9 is 15 minus 6 root 6 is our final answer. Same again. First term squared, a little more complicated. 3 root 5 squared means we square the 3 and the root 5, which means we get 9 root 25, which is 5. 45. 3 root 5 times root 5 is going to give us 3 times root 25, which is 3 times 5, 15. Doubled is 30. And last term squared, root 5 times root 5 is just 5. So our final answer gives us 75, add 5 is 80. Okay, so again we're going to multiply by the conjugate, which is root 6 add root 3. The conjugate is root 6 plus 3. Okay, so the bottom goes to 6 minus 9, because 3 squared is 9. And up here we have negative 12 times root 6 plus 3. 6 minus 9 is negative 3. Rewrite it again, and I'm going to be able to cancel the 12 and negative 3. Okay, and this leaves us 4 root 6 plus, so this cancels to 4 and 1. 4 times root 6 plus 4 times 3 is 12. That's our final answer. Okay, last one, most complicated one, with still multiplying by the conjugate, which is 5 root 3 minus 2 root 6. 5 root 3 minus 2 root 6. So, First term squared is 25 times 3, which is 75, minus 2 root 6 squared. 2 root 6 squared would be 4 root 36, or 4 times 6, and 4 times 6 is 24. 75 minus 24 is going to give us, that's our denominator, that's going to give us 51 as a denominator. Now we do the tough bit, which is multiplying these two together. That's a case of foiling. So 2 root 3 minus root 6 times 5 root 3 minus 2 root 6. First, it's going to give us 10 root 3 times root 3 is just 3, gives us 30. Outers, it's going to be negative 4 times root 18. Inners, going to be negative root 6 times 5 is negative 5 root 18. And last is negative root 6 times negative 2 root 6. That's going to give us positive 2 root 36, which is 2 times 6, which is 12. Negative 4 root 18 minus 5 root 18 is going to give us negative 9 root 18. Root 18 splits up into root 9, which is 3 times root 2, which gives us negative 3 times 9 is 27 root 2. 30 add 12 gives us 42. So we've got 42 minus 27 root 2. There's your answers. Good luck in the test tomorrow.